What is up, Carmen Nation? Welcome here to another edition of NASCAR Live with the NASCAR GOAT, Dave. Dave GOAT, NASCAR GOAT Dave. Dave GOAT, NASCAR. I'm not sure which one's my favorite. What's your favorite, Dave? What is your favorite
I
one?
don't really care for either one, to be honest
You're
with
a
you.
filthy liar. We are here every single Sunday at 12 p.m. Eastern Time, unless there's not a Sunday race. Then guess what? We're not.
There's a
but
Wednesday race this week.
But are we doing a live stream on Wednesday, though?
Better be.
Better be, he says. All right. So, you might be able to see us on Wednesday as well. Not sure the exact time of that. When's the lock on Wednesday?
I don't know. They haven't put it up yet.
But it's going to be nighttime, yeah? Because it's a weekday?
Yes, it's going to be at night. It's probably going to be 8 o'clock. So.
All right. So, keep your peepers popped. Make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel. So, when we do pop on Wednesday, whenever time that is, you get a notification sent to your phone. So, that is the benefit, one of the many benefits of subscribing to this YouTube channel. But we are here every single Sunday race, dropping some knowledge bombs on you, helping you guys win your prize picks, props, your monkey knife fight props, and of course get those GPP takedowns that Dave has helped Carbonation get the past couple of weeks here, not just in the traditional Monster Energy series, but also Xfinity as well as trucks.
It's not the Monster Energy series anymore.
I call it Monster Energy. I don't.
Well,
it's the Cup series. The Cup series sounds dumb. Why would they change it?
It's because Monster doesn't sponsor them anymore. Now
But
they got
still,
like 4 or 5 key sponsors that sponsor.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm gonna call it Monster.
Called the Cup series.
No, Cup sounds stupid. Cup sounds dumb.
You reflect on me, and
you make me feel dumb.
Look like an idiot if you call it the Monster Energy Truck Series.
It's the Monster Energy Xfinity Truck Series. That's what it's called. Moving on. Keep those questions coming in here. I'm just reading the question. Ethan says, Travis, how come you didn't play Dave's core last week?
Yeah, Travis, how come you didn't play my core
Because
last week?
I don't like to win money.
Oh, how much money did we win
I decided before lock, I do not need an extra $8,000 profit in my bankroll, so I decided not to play Dave's cores. But that being said, how this NASCAR live stream works in a nutshell. So if this is your first time tuning in, welcome. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. Check out all of Dave's content on site. Some of it's free. A lot of it's premium. I'm going to pull it up right here real quick. Give me a hot second. Let me pull up the site. Hopefully this should work here, and boom. So this is DFSCARmercom. If you thought that this was just two guys on a podcast talking and not part of a company, you are wrong. This is DFSCARmer.com, one of the industry's leading DFS content, especially, I would say, leading free DFS content. Most of our stuff on site, if not, I would say probably 90% of this point, is free to view, including Dave's NASCAR final thoughts that you see right here. Now, this is like a cheat sheet where he ranks all of the drivers based on if they're... First off, he ranks them, categorizes them by tier, salary tier, DraftKings salary. Then he says if they're GPP plays, cash, upside, if they're fades. And then you also have this other one here to the bottom left on the homepage. This is the written article format where he goes a little bit more in depth on his favorite drivers to watch. Now, you can click both of these from the homepage if you're going to DFSCARmer.com, or you can just go to the NASCAR drop-down menu at the top here, click on NASCAR articles, and bada bing, bada boom, you're there. The last thing I want to point is if you want to get those core plays, like the ones that took down the main GPP that turned, $12 and about $7,500, $7,800, you're going to sign up for the NASCAR core plays and props. That is how you get the premium stuff. All you got to do is either click right here on the homepage where it says NASCAR core plays and props, or click subscriptions up here in the top left, and then click on NASCAR core plays and props right here. Sign up for it. It's literally only $10, and it does not only cover one race. It does not only cover the Cup race, Dave. It also covers Xfinity and trucks as well, on top of all of the props that we put out on Prize Picks and Monkey Knife Fight, which is a crap ton. But that being said, moving on back to Dave for the pod. Dave, explain to people what kind of race this is and what strategy are we tackling?
Yeah, we're in Atlanta this week. It's warm, it's hot. Normally this race is run the end of February, beginning of March, so it's definitely going to be a little different than it normally is. It's a high tire wear track, which will make it even more slick. You saw yesterday in the Xfinity and the Truck Series how much tires meant. So it's going to be play a big factor today. You look for about the pricing in DraftKings is so soft this week. You're probably going to end up with more 3 Dominator builds, just because the value is there's just so much. And normally it'd be a 2 dominator build for cash and then 2 to 3 for GPP, but I don't mind 3 dominator builds for cash today. Yeah, it's basically Atlanta and a gist.
All right. So going through some of the comments here already. OS says thoughts on Alex Bowman. Dave doesn't like him.
It's not that I don't like him. It's just that I like a lot of people around him better. So it's just I don't mind him on FanDuel, I guess. I don't know. This isn't one of his tracks, and I don't know. I think I'm just taking a stand on Alex Bowman this week. I'll take stands on Alex Bowman other weeks where I love him. This just isn't one that I like because there's other guys that are better and that are around him.
Melissa just chimed in with, Dave, are your wife and kids away this weekend? I'm guessing since we don't hear the footsteps above you.
Oh no, my kids are upstairs. That's why I'm in the basement. Last week I did the pod for my family room. I was like, I ain't moving. I'm comfortable in my chair here in the family room. I'm just gonna do the pod here. And then now the kids are back. My wife's actually at a wake for our friend's grandmother, so she's not here. But the kids are upstairs. I told them to be quiet.
Travis Duarte, is Elliott going to be able to hold his spot for majority of the race?
I don't know about majority of the race, but he's going to definitely lead a good portion of the first part of the race.
People are asking who your core is. That's part of the core plays and props package. But speaking of that, if
they're asking about last week's score, because you just like skimmed over or takedown last week.
So if this streams, so the stream you're watching right now, this very second, unless you're watching the replay, but we're live right now as of 12 p.m. Eastern time. If this stream gets to, which is on YouTube only, gets to 100 likes, we're going to give someone free core plays. Every single time we do NASCAR Live, we get to 100 likes, somebody gets free core plays for that particular, that week, not just the day. So you're going to get 7 days, all the races, all the props, all the goodies. So make sure that if you're tuning in right now, which of course you are because you're listening to me say this, click the thumbs up on this YouTube video, on this YouTube stream, and help us get to 100 so we can give away that good stuff there. Let's see. Courtney says, Dave, he's our man. If he can't do it, nobody can. Travis, give me access to golf. All right, so let's move on to the tiers. So how the tiers work is we're going to go through the top, middle, and top, middle, and bottom tier cash, referring to DraftKings salary. If Dave talks about how he likes a particular driver and he doesn't say anything DraftKings scoring-wise, you can still use that insight over on FanDuel. So it's not 100% a DraftKings podcast. A lot of the stuff is interchangeable, but a lot of it is not. You just got to figure out which is which. That being said, who is your favorite top-tier cash play for today?
Top tier cash play today is Kevin Harvick. He's great here at Atlanta. He's gonna be popular. He's the most expensive driver on both sites. But like I said, DraftKings. The thing I don't get about DraftKings, they wait till they get the starting order. That was what they said. I tweeted them, and some other people tweeted at them, and they said, "Oh yeah, we're gonna wait till the starting order to put out pricing." Well, then they do that. And it's like you get the starting order and you get, I'm going to have a mid-tier cash play here in a second. You can fit both of them in easily and make a great lineup. It just I don't know. I guess I'm a little confused on how waiting made it better this weekend. I'm not sure. But anyways, that's my little rant on DraftKings pricing this week. Anyways, Harvick, over the last, 5 of the last 6 races, led over 100 laps. He starts 9th, he's got a little place differential. Upside, I'm not really counting on that. It's more the fast laps and laps led. He won this race 2 years ago. Hasn't finished outside the top 10 since 2014. Everything just points for Harvick to have a great race today, and he knows how to manage his tires, which is, like I said, a huge thing. Tire wear is going to be a big deal here today.
All right, so Kevin Harvick's the favorite cash play for the top tier. What about the GPP side of things?
GPP side, personally, I think anyone in that high tier, is going to be a nice GPP pivot off of Kevin Harvick. If I had to pick one, I'm probably going to just go with Kyle Busch, because if I can get Kyle Busch at like 15, 20%, and pivot off one of these guys and something were to happen to Harvick or next guy I'm going to talk about, I think you're set up pretty well with a low-owned Kyle Busch. He's got decent stats here. He's not as consistent as Harvick, but I don't mind Kyle Busch today.
All right. moving things on. Let me see. Got some more questions coming in here. Ryder says, Dave, can you teach me about NASCAR any day? Winky face. Anthony, FanDuel rules. Air says, what about Brad?
Brad Keselowski. That's in the mid tier. I'll be talking about him here shortly.
Ebaz, does Ryan Newman have a good shot at cracking the top 10 today?
I don't think so. I think Newman. I don't know. I think Newman's a little bit off, and I think we kind of saw that last week at Bristol. I was really I liked Newman last week. And I'm going Jones over Newman. That was the takedown move there. I don't know. I don't know if Newman's gonna be in contention for a top 10. He maybe top 15, but I think where he starts is probably where he finishes.
All right, let's see what else we got here. Ethan says, "What are the odds that KB speeds on pit road today?"
Yeah, and if he doesn't, I'd be more surprised. Let's put it that way.
All right, so let's see here. All right, so let's move on to the mid tier. So mid tier favorite cash play.
I don't really have a favorite cash play here. I think there's so many options, and if you go on Final Thoughts, you'll see I didn't list a cash play here because I think. Personally, like I said, with the DraftKings price, I think there's like 2 or 3 cash lineups that are going to be built by a good portion of people today, and it's going to be this tier here where you have to make a decision whether you want to go like someone like Martin Truex or you want to go Brad Keselowski. Now Truex is like the mile-and-a-half king. He's dominated every mile-and-a-half track around. He's got great track history here at Atlanta. He's a veteran, knows how to manage his tires. Starts 11th, so he's got a little place differential upside too. I see it definitely. He's got to finish in the top 5 today. Brad Keselowski, on the other hand, has won 2 of the last 3 races here at Atlanta. He's won 2 of the last 3 or 4 races in the past couple weeks. So so I think both those guys have a great upside today. And I feel like I said with the soft pricing, I think you can go 3 dominators in a cash lineup, and I think either looking at Martin Truex or Brad Keselowski is definitely a good spot to go. One guy I should mention, he's technically in the price range. He's technically the top tier. The top tier cash play is probably going to be, or the mid tier, low top tier is Chase Elliott. He's going to be chalk. Play Chase Elliott in your cash games. He starts in the pole. He's got to lead good portion of the first stage. I know there's probably going to be a competition caution. His pit crew's been great this year. He's got to get the lead back. No one's going to stay out. You can't stay out here. You're going to get killed if you stay out. There's no benefit whatsoever of staying out on old tires. So Chase Elliott is a cash lock, but his pricing, the way I label it in Final Thoughts, he's top tier.
All right, Travis says, who are your top value plays? We'll get to those in a hot second here when we go to the cheapo side of things. Melissa says, what are the chances of Recchi wrecking today?
I don't know. I give Recchi a hard time, but man, he's actually done really good this year. And last week was Jimmy Johnson's fault. It wasn't Ricky's fault, and Ricky kind of took out like 4 or 5 drivers there. But I know I give Ricky a lot of grief on this podcast and in general. But I think he's.
I mean, the man's got his own
driver.
nickname, so.
I know, and everyone calls him that, and that's because he's super aggressive. But aggressive's not bad all the time.
Who's more aggressive, Recchi on a real race or Boyer in iRacing?
Boyer in iRacing all day. Boyer didn't care. He was going out there and just having some fun. So.
It's so funny that he's laughing too. Like as people are like raging, he's just cracking up. Anyway, continuing on. That's so funny watching Boyer though.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. I think Recchi's got a good chance at maybe a top, 17, top 15 today.
All right. Then I think where do we leave off before I read those questions? We're on the mid-tier GPP. Yeah.
Kurt Busch. I love Kurt Busch today. I'm pretty heavy on him over there on FanDuel. DraftKings is priced a little up there, but he's got great track history here. Also probably in that price range. What is that? That's like the high 8s, low 9s. You got guys like Brad Keselowski, Martin Truex. You got those guys in there that people are going to click before they click on Kurt Busch. But if you look back at his track history here at Atlanta, you're going to see how good he's actually been. And I think you get Kurt Busch at a lower ownership today, and I think you'll benefit from it.
All right, let's move on to the Cheapo side to, I guess, answer, was it Travis Duarte's questions about the favorite value plays, cash, Cheapo.
Yeah, so there's two. I listed them both on Final Thoughts. I could go on my DraftKings pricing rant again and talk to you about Eric Jones and why he's $400 less than he was last week after finishing fifth and going to a track where he's so good. But I'll talk about Michael McDowell, who's 5,200. That's another price miscue by DraftKings, and that's why I'm a little concerned that today might come down to like a 2v2 in cash games on DraftKings because of all these pricing issues. But he starts 36. He's 5,200. He's basically been a top 25 driver most of the season. So it gets you about 10, 11 place differential points. You get Harvick, you get Chase in your lineup, and then you can build from there. So I think Michael McDowell is definitely a cash game lock almost.
All right, let's move on to the GPP side of the Cheapos then.
Yep. I know Matt's been. I think it was Matt, our football guy, and he's been on John Hunter, and so I'm going to talk about him a little bit today. John Hunter Nemechek starts 18th. He's normally that team that is Front Row Motorsports really isn't the greatest, but I don't know if it's coming down to two teams or whatever, but I feel like this car has really shown up this year. He starts 18th today. He's shown top 15 upside every race basically. So John Hunter, I don't mind him today in a GPP. Pivot off of someone like Cole Custer or Eric Jones or someone like that. I don't really mind John Hunter today.
All right. Josh just chimed in. Just got here. Did he give his Monkey Knife play yet? Nope. Just in time. So if you have any questions, just put them in the chat. We're going to get to them one at a time here. We've already been answering a bunch of them, but I do want to mention that this stream is replayable, so the lock, I believe, is until 3 p.m. It's only 12:23 right now, so we're going to be over here in maybe 10-ish, 15 minutes tops, and you can rewatch this, rewind, fast forward, do all that stuff. Dave is smiling ear to ear like he's reading something like Discord.
It's Keaton. Keaton just cracks me up. So.
All right. So moving on to Monkey Knife Fight. So Monkey Knife Fight is a prop site. If you have never played on it before, you see all of our winning screenshots across all sports on a daily basis on our Twitter. Just go to monkeyknifefight.online. See this ad right here to the side of my face. monkeyknifefight.online, and then use promo code KARMA to get $50 free. It's 100% deposit bonus match up to $50. But that being said, I'm going to flip things over to monkeyknifefight.online right now. And then, yeah, Dave, tell me what you are looking at prop-wise right now.
Okay. I'll go to the Rapid Fire 3 of 4.
Rapid Fire 3 of 4. Yep.
To not confuse people, all I'm going to do is tell you who I'm picking. I'm not going to say who it's against because there's 8 names, and then you got to wait, did he say this guy or did he say this guy? So I'm just going to tell you.
Well, I have it pulled up on the screen, so I'm clicking as you're saying it.
Yeah.
Just make it easy.
All right, so... yeah, whatever. I'm going Kevin Harvick. I'm going Martin Truex. Brad Keselowski. And then the next one, I think I'm just going to take the advantage with Jimmy Johnson and click him. So we'll go Jimmy, Brad, Martin, Harvick. I'm going to throw that in there too. And
all right, so this is what he just picked right here. Harvick, Truex, Brad, and Jimmy. So
I entered it. Hope it didn't change.
This is the 3 out of 4 rapid fire. So these, the people that we did select have to outscore more fantasy points than the people below that we did not select in that category. But you see, some people have these handicaps here, these point amplifiers, if you will. So Kevin Harvick, if he ties Chase Elliott or if he loses by 1 point, then he still wins with this plus 1.5. So they just have to, pretty much you're just written for everybody that we just picked to outscore the other person in their exact category. Now, what does a 3 out of 4 mean? Well, 3 out of 4 means only 3 of these have to hit. So if any one of these miss, but the other 3 hit, you still win this prop that we're doing here. You can do $2, $5, $10, $20, or $50 on it. Let's just click the 50. So this is a double up. So as long as 3 out of the 4 hit, so you can get one thing completely wrong here, and you'll turn $50 into $100 just like that. So Monkey Knife Fight online. Use promo code Karma when you sign up, so you can get that extra $50 there. And then yeah, hopefully you plug this play ASAP because these things change all the time. Because Dave wins so often that Monkey Knife Fight watches the stream, and as soon as he says something, they try to take it off the board so you can't play it. So
they overreact.
Plug it in as quickly as possible because it may not be there in the next 30 seconds. That being said, let's just move things over to Prize Picks. What are you looking at Prize Picks right now?
Mm-hmm. I'll give you a 3 pick here.
All right.
So Harvick over 36, Truex over 33.5, and Jones over 30.
Eric Jones, okay.
All right. Flex. It's NASCAR. You saw yesterday with the truck race. My Prize Picks plays were doing really great, and Sauter got pushed to the back with a penalty near the end of the race, and so but because I flexed most of my stuff, still paid out pretty decent. Same thing with Kyle Busch yesterday in the truck race. Moron. Anyways, yeah, flex. I'm always big on flexing on Prize Picks when you can.
So Prize Picks is a little similar to Monkey Knife Fight in the sense that you have a set number of fantasy points that the player has to get over, under, on, or in the rapid fire of Monkey Knife Fight, they just have to get more than the other person. That's what their quote unquote rapid fire contest is. They just have to get more than the other person they're matched up against. So Prize Picks is a little different because you can pick and choose which players you want to add in there. You're not stuck with those 2 or those 3 that they're giving you. You can also interchange between sports. So if we're doing these 3, and then let's just say out of the blue, our MLB GOAT Ben drops a KBO play, a Korean baseball play, you can throw that in there and for a 4th play. You can mix and match all kinds of sports. It's really cool here. So prizepicks.online, same thing. Use promo code Karma, but for this one, you get a $1,000 deposit bonus. It's a 25% match up to $1,000. And what Dave is saying about the flex and the power play. So you see here to the right, you have 2 different categories of flex and power play. As you see, it literally explains it there on the screen for you. A power play, every single one of these 3 have to hit for you to win. If one of them misses, it's a lost play. Flex play is the same thing as that 3-4 power play. If one of them misses, you can still make profit. But if all 3 hit, you make a little bit more than that as well. So let's just, in theory, just type in 100 here. So if we do the power play, all 3 hit, we get 5x. We turn $100 into $500. You click the flex play. If all 3 hit, we turn $100 into $225, so it's not as much, but you have a lot less risk there because you still make a profit if one of these miss. So that's what a flex play is. The same thing as doing the 3-4. As Dave is saying, it's the volatility of something crazy happening and one driver taking out 20 people. You want to have that option to have something miss and still make a profit. So
or somebody speeding on pit road like Kyle Busch.
Yeah, or somebody speeding on pit road. So yeah, that is PrizePicks.online. If you have not created an account there yet, definitely create an account. Dave drops Prize Picks and Monkey Knife Fight plays for every single race in our Discord, and you have to be a NASCAR Core Plays and Subs premium subscriber to get them. But if you aren't on Twitter, go to the profile at DFS Wins and see how many winning screenshots we have. I think we're almost at 5,000 winning screenshots since we created this account a couple months ago. But yeah, we destroy Prize Picks. We destroy Monkey Knife Fight, which is why they tune into these streams so they can change the numbers as quickly as possible. But that being said, that is the props portion of this stream. Now let's get to see if there's any more questions that came in here. Bowdy says, what are your thoughts on Bell and Custer today?
I think they're great plays. Bell is probably, I don't know. It depends on your build, but I definitely see Bell and Custer both in cash lineups today. Bell might not be in my cash lineup. I'm debating on how I'm going to go. I might go a little riskier today, just because I know it's going to be a little bit of a chalk fest, and I want to win money. But I know the inherent risk of doing it. But Cole, Custer, and Christopher Bell are great plays today.
All right, I hope I'm pronouncing this right, but Ibinabo says Custer 5,500, Priest 5,000, and the big FanDuel GPP. So which one would you pick out of those two?
Custer.
All right. Bowdy says on FanDuel, should we be at all concerned with place differential, or is it all finishing position today?
Yeah, a couple of guys. I mean, like we were just talking about Bell. He starts 27th. I think you got to look at him, getting him in some of your lineups. Custer, he doesn't have as much upside, I think, as Bell. At least he hasn't shown it this year. So I don't know about Custer if you necessarily need him, but if you're, let's just put it this way, if you're maxing out the $4 $100,000 tournament, would put Custer in it too. But yeah, place differential is important over there, just not as important as DraftKings.
Ebos says, do you like Custer or McDowell on DraftKings if you had to pick one?
For what? Cash or GPP?
Yeah, Ebos, let us know if that's cash or GPP on there.
Make sure you're labeling whether it's cash or GPP.
Also, something that that Dave, a reoccurring segment of our NASCAR Discord channel is people asking questions that are answered in his write-up and his cheat sheet on Final Thoughts. So make sure that you check out. So these are free pieces of content right now. So you can go on DFSCARmercom. We just showed you the very beginning. Go to the site. They're right there on the homepage, or just click the NASCAR drop-down menu to go to NASCAR articles. But he has a lot of your questions you're thinking of and comparing one person to another person. All of the answers are in this cheat sheet, which is called Final Thoughts, or the write-up, which is Dave's Drivers to Watch. So make sure that you check those out before coming in and asking questions, because a lot of those questions will already be answered, because he knocks out a lot of racers, or a lot of drivers, racers, whatever, in that cheat sheet. Ebos said GPP, DK GPP, Custer, McDowell.
Yeah, I'm probably going to go McDowell. Gives you a little bit more place differential upside. I think Custer, I think I think McDowell's probably top 25. Custer's top 20, and maybe he's probably going to finish like 21st or something like that. So you get more place differential with McDowell, and the chance that he can get up there even maybe to like 20th or 21st. I like McDowell probably over Custer.
All right. Now the portion of the end of this stream we typically do is the favorite bets, which you can also apply this information to your strategy of building DFS lineups or props or whatever you want to call it, whatever you're doing. But favorite driver to win the race outside the top 5 odds.
Yeah, since you're not going to let me pick Kevin Harvick, who I think
what is his odds right now? Is it 5-1 or better?
No, it's 4.5 to 1. So, since you won't let me pick Harvick, who I think will win the race, I will pick Truex at 10 to 1.
Okay, and then the driver that is least favored to win, that you think, if everything goes right for them, based on all the variables included, has an outside chance to be in first here.
All right, so I think there's 2 guys you can look out for in this one, and I don't mind putting money on either one of them. It's Kurt Busch at 20 to 1 and Eric Jones at 28 to 1. This off DK Sportsbook, so this is where these odds are coming from.
All right, so we have 3 different bets there, and if you want to splash a little change on the 4.5 to 1 odds of Kevin Harvick, apparently Dave swears up and down it's going to be that guy today. But yeah, is there any other tidbits of information that you would like to throw in the stream before we wrap it up here?
No, I just want to congratulate everyone once again in our Discord, and because that was our optimal lineup that hit last Sunday, and so it wasn't just like me winning, a decent amount of change. It was a lot of our subs, and I know it helped a lot of people out. So it's kind of cool. It's always it's nice to win money, but it's even better when like you're helping people out and they're winning like 4 or 5 figures like they did last week. So I just want to congratulate everyone once again.
Yeah. So it's been an amazing June, amazing start to June here for Carmination. But yeah. So just to recap, if this is your first time chiming in and you're not sure where to find the premium content, go to DFSCARmercom. I'll pull it up here one more time for you guys. Go to DFSCARmercom. It's on the free content, his cheat sheet and his article they both are on the homepage. But if you want to get the premium content, you're looking for NASCAR core plays and props, click this button in the left. You see it's only $10. It covers all 3 races, the Cup Series, the Xfinity, and also the Truck Series as well. And not just DFS plays for FanDuel and DraftKings, but also, as we mentioned, PrizePicks.online and MonkeyKnifeFight.online plays as well. But yeah, so like I said, make sure you check out the cheat sheet. It's a free cheat sheet. Check out the article. It's free as well. If you want to get the good stuff, go ahead and head over to DFSCARmer.com, and then right here. cheat sheet right there for you guys. Appreciate everybody that tuned in here today. Make sure before you peace out, you click the thumbs up on this YouTube video. Let me see if it's at 100 yet. It is not at 100 likes yet, so we are not giving away free core plays for this one. But make sure you click the thumbs up before you peace out. If you win the green, if you got the green screens of your screenshots, throw them up on Twitter, tag at DFS_Karma along with Dave. You see his Twitter handle right underneath his face, at David Jr. 831. We hope that we take down the main GPPs like we did last week. We got a whole lot more screenshots for you guys. But yeah, we'll see you here Wednesday, most likely. Not sure the time, but that is why you should subscribe to this channel, so when we do go live, you'll know. Good luck, everybody. See ya Wednesday.